All right, guys, another day, which means a whole another bunch of boxing news to talk about. There's boxing news every fucking day. So I was on the website called World Boxing News, and as you can see, uh, it says exclusive Wilder versus Fury trilogy confirmed. Right now, if you scroll down and you actually read, uh, they were interviewing, you know, Tyson Fury's promoter or co-promoter, because I know he's promoted by Frank Warren as too, as well. So Bob Arum, and he talks about, I'm going to be quoting him. He says Wilder versus Fury is going to happen. It will be a terrific fight, but no jumping. Anything can happen to Fury. Although I don't think it will happen to what happened to, I guess, Joshua. They asked him if there's 3 bouts for Wilder and Fury, and he says, yes, I can assure you of yes. There are a lot of good heavyweights who have had trilogies. This would be a trilogy. If Wilder and Fury each win one in the second and third, we've had great trilogies in the past. Ali Frazier, Ali Foreman, they were all good trilogies. The percentages will change, as in the winner would get more on the third fight than the loser. It's all based on who wins the second fight. So the winner would get more on the third fight than the loser. All right. So as you can see, that is what Bob Arum had to say. So it looks like we're going to have a trilogy with Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. Now, that's no surprise to me. I mean, I posted in my community post like a week ago telling you like Deontay Wilder's next few opponents, and one of the fights I put was 2 more fights with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. I knew that he was going to fight him in a trilogy, so I want to take credit for that, because I put a post on my community post saying he was going to fight Tyson Fury for a third time. Now, because Anthony Joshua is now, out of the picture until he becomes a champion, because we never know. He might lose against Andy Ruiz next, and if he does lose against Andy Ruiz next, then I'm not interested in him fighting Wilder at all, because that's just a waste of time fight at that point. So as to right now, I really don't care if these 2 guys fight for a trilogy. Why? Because the first fight was exciting, and I'm not, thinking about, because before this, I wanted him to fight Anthony Joshua. That was the fight I want. But now, since Anthony Joshua's lost his belts, the only thing is I hope that Deontay Wilder fights Andy Ruiz. If he beats Anthony Joshua, I hope Deontay Wilder fights him for unification, for undisputed, before he fights Tyson Fury the third time. Because let's say they're saying he's going to fight Tyson Fury next year. So let's say he fights Tyson Fury April, and let's say he wins. And let's say Andy Ruiz beats Anthony Joshua in the rematch. Then I don't want to see Deontay Wilder fight Tyson Fury again for the third time in like freaking July or September. If he beats Tyson Fury, then fight Andy Ruiz in September for a unification fight, undisputed. Then the winner of that can go and fight, Tyson Fury for the rematch. But the thing is, like, so many things could happen. I mean, because the first fight was so fucking controversial. So if Tyson Fury loses, if Deontay Wilder loses to Tyson Fury in the rematch, then I can't even be talking about a unification fight at heavyweight. Because then, you know what that means? Then that means Deontay Wilder would be forced... No, Tyson Fury would be forced to rematch Deontay Wilder, because there's probably going to be a rematch clause, which means they are stuck. They're bounded to fight in a trilogy, which means we won't get a undisputed heavyweight champion in the year 2020. Like, if Tyson Fury beats Deontay Wilder, we won't get a undisputed heavyweight champion by next year, because he would be forced to defend his unified belts against Deontay Wilder, unless somehow he pays him step aside money and then he fights, Andy Ruiz for unification. But if Deontay Wilder beats him, then he would be free. He wouldn't have to fight, Tyson Fury immediately for a third fight. He could just fight, what's his name? Andy Ruiz. But then again, what if Andy Ruiz loses? If Andy Ruiz loses, now Anthony Joshua is the champion again. But Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder are not going to fight. So forget about that. So it's more likely we have an undisputed heavyweight champion if Andy Ruiz remains the undisputed heavyweight champion. I mean, the unified heavyweight champion. If he beats Anthony Joshua, we will never get a undisputed heavyweight champion because Joshua and Deontay Wilder are never going to fight. They're just never going to fight. Especially now since he lost, they're never going to fight. So, like I said, the only way we could really see a undisputed champion at heavyweight would be if Andy Ruiz beats and gets past Anthony Joshua, and then Tyson, and then Deontay Wilder Deontay Wilder gets past Tyson Fury, and then he could unify with Andy Ruiz, or even if Tyson Fury beats, but like I said, if he were to beat Deontay Wilder, he would immediately be forced to fight. Deontay Wilder, and then during that time, Andy Ruiz is probably going to move on and defend his belts against his mandatories, and we don't know, he might lose. So there's a lot of things that are keeping this undisputed heavyweight champion, this heavyweight, to become undisputed. You guys know me. I just want there to be a undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. So yeah, that's all I have to say. It looks like they're gonna have a trilogy. I'm not really gonna complain about it, because at least Tyson Fury is young, and he's a really good fighter. Unlike Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz is over the hill. Anyway, guys, all I have to say, thanks for watching, subscribing. I'm out, man.